Good morning, Jaime.
Good morning, teacher.
How you
Good
How
doing?
are
morning.
you?
Good. What about you?
Thanks.
Good. We also have Natalie. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you, Natalie?
Nice, thank you. And you?
Good. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. We also have Hasael. Good morning, Hasael.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. And we also have Luis. Good morning, Luis. Oh, but he's connecting the audio. Maybe he has problem. Yes, I guess he has problem to be connected. Okay, guys, so I hope you started yesterday talking with your friends about the presentation that you have this Friday. So I received some information from some of you. So I know that you're working on that. Really good visions and missions. So that's basically what you have to be doing. You have to be working on the presentation. And well, the other thing is that you have to be describing like values and responsibilities that you have at work. But the responsibilities that you have at work are the ones that you're going to study today. So don't worry about it. I guess this is going to be like the last part that you're going to include in your presentation. So we have Luis over there. Good morning, Luis. Well, he's
Sagos.
like a ghost. Morning, Luis.
Good morning.
How are you?
Tired. I'm tired.
Okay, you're tired, but it's Wednesday, so you're in the middle of the week.
No, because I go to my bed uh, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, but that was only yesterday, or I mean today in the morning, or every day?
Every day this week because uh, we have a lot of work. Um, a lot of work
A lot of work. Good.
for
Well,
till.
but if it is only 1 week, no problem. Try to
Mhm.
rest probably in the afternoon, if you can.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
I hope.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning, Luz. How are you?
Fine.
Good. So we also have Osvaldo. Good morning, Osvaldo and Rodrigo.
Good morning.
And
Good morning.
Carla. Good morning, Carla.
Morning.
All right, so we are going to start with the attendance today. We are going to start with the first person, Isaac Aguillon. He's not here right now, maybe later. Hasael Alfaro.
Present.
Good. Rodrigo Alfaro.
Present.
Good. Carlos Asensio. He's not here right now, maybe later. Osvaldo Cáceres.
Present.
Good. Elizabeth Castro. She's not here, maybe later. Jordi Castro. He's not here, maybe later. Natalie Dubon.
Present.
Good. René Gutierrez. He's not here, maybe later. Luz Enriquez.
Present.
Good. Luis Liotti.
Present.
Good. Jose Marquez. So he's not here, maybe later. Leticia Orellana. Leti. No, maybe later. Jocelyn Ramos.
Present.
Good. Raúl Antonio Reynosa. He's not here, maybe later. Jaime Rivas.
Present.
Good. Carla Rodriguez. Carla. Maybe later. Hector.
Present.
Oh, Carla is here. Hector Ruiz. Hector. Maybe later. Walter Sanchez.
Present.
Good. Michelle Valiente. She's not here, maybe later. Candy Villacorta.
Present.
Good. And Brian Villalta.
Present.
Good. So that was attendance. Now, for the ones who connected early, I was saying that you had a presentation on Friday. So I know that some of you are working already, and that is something positive because that means that by today you will have it ready. So tomorrow is just to practice, and on Friday you present it. So that's something that you have to be doing. And we will have the last topic today that you're going to include in the presentation, and that is describing like responsibilities at work. Yes. So this is what we are going to do today. And good morning, Candy. For the rest of people, Elizabeth, just edit your name, please. Jordi, good morning, and
Good
the rest
morning.
of people, good morning. So we are going to start, and the first person to read the objective is going to be Natalie. So can you read it, please? It is on the left. It says, I will be able to.
I will be able to describe how my department relates to others in the organization.
Good. So in other words, you are describing how one position is related to another position at work. Yes. Do you know what an organization chart is, guys? Do you know what an organization chart is? Let's see.
Yes, I know.
Okay, Osvaldo, what is an organization chart?
Is a hierarchic order inside of the company.
Yes, it is. Good. Now, Rodrigo, why is it important?
It's important because that way you know with who you can interact
Mhm.
in some way.
Yes, good. So you know with who you have to interact. And that is true. And because you have to know who your boss is, so you have to talk to that person. You know who you have to give instructions if you are in a high position. So that's why the organization chart is important. Now let's see, Luis, are you familiar with the organization chart in your company?
Yeah, I know the organization in Tigo.
Good.
It's very important because you know your position and your uh, functions or your
Functions.
responsibility and
Good.
the others.
Good. So this is another part of the importance because you know your responsibilities. You know what you have to do because if you are a manager, so you know what kind of responsibilities you have. So related to this is what we are going to have today. So it is about what kind of responsibilities you have and who you are responsible for and who you are responsible to. So we are going to see it right now. Someone has a microphone on. There you are. Okay, so here we have a conversation between Jessica and Roxana. I'm going to read it for you, and later you are going to role play this conversation. So it says, oh, by the way, remember to take notes about the words that you don't know, and if you have any kind of questions, you can ask. Hi, Roxana. Welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I'm the industrial safety engineer. Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you. My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant. I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you? Great. Our departments work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of directing your department. You'll be responsible to him. Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help? Sure. So once again, hi Roxana, welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I'm the industrial safety engineer. Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you. My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant. I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you? Great. Our departments work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of directing your department. You'll be responsible to him. Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help? Sure. Now, do you have any questions about vocabulary that you have in there? No?
No.
Okay. If you don't have questions, I can ask you. So let's see. Michelle, morning. Can you give me a number from 1 to 10?
Yes, 6.
6. Okay, thank you. So number 1 is Luz, number 2 is Hector, number 3 is Elizabeth, number 4 is Jordi, number 5 is Candy, number 6 is Brian. So Brian, what's the difference between responsible for and responsible to?
The difference is maybe responsible to is at your own duties, and responsible for maybe is a shared task.
You are close. You are close. Let's see who knows the answer. The difference between in charge of and sorry, the difference between responsible for and responsible to. No one?
Teacher,
Yes.
responsible for is related to action or verb. For example, responsible for keeping.
Good.
Keeping is an action, and responsible to is for person or things.
Perfect, Osvaldo. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So that is the difference. When you say responsible for, you have an action because you're describing your responsibility. So in my case, I am responsible for checking exams. I am responsible for checking exams. In other words, this is similar to say I am in charge of checking exams. So you can say in charge of, or you can say responsible for. The other word when you say responsible to is, as Osvaldo was saying, because there is a person who gives you instructions. Yes, there is a person or a department who tells you what you have to do. So that is when you say responsible to. For example, let's say the Luz is my boss. So I am responsible to Luz. Yes. And my duty or my responsibility is that I am responsible for sending reports, or that I am in charge of sending reports. Yes, so that's a difference. Good. Now let's see this conversation between Jessica and Roxana. Brian is going to be Jessica and Luz is going to be Roxana.
Okay. Hi, Roxana. Welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I'm industrial safety engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant.
I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. I will be responsible to you.
Great. Our department work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of directing your department. You'll be responsible to him.
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Sure.
Good, 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 good. Just a pronunciation, it is maintenance, maintenance department, maintenance, and maintenance is like mantenimiento, maintenance department. Good. Number two, let's see, Michelle is gonna be Jessica, and Hector is going to be Roxana.
Okay. Hi, Roxana. Welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I am the industrial safety engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant.
I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you?
Great. Our department work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of the directing department. You'll be responsible to him.
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Sure.
Good, 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 good. Just a pronunciation again, maintenance, maintenance, maintenance. And the other one, in charge of, in charge of, in charge of, and then directing. Good. Jordi is gonna be Jessica and Elizabeth is gonna be Roxana.
Hi, Roxana. Welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I'm the industrial safety engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant.
I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you?
Great. Our departments work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of directing your department. You're responsible to him.
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
No, that was a question.
Okay, sure.
Good. Okay. So the pronunciation again, maintenance, maintenance. You don't pronounce the T, you don't pronounce the E, and you don't pronounce the N. Only the N, but in main, there you pronounce the N. Maintenance, maintenance. Good. Next one. Candy is gonna be Jessica. And let's see. Jocelyn is going to be Roxanne.
Okay. Hi, Roxana. Welcome to the Rex. My name is Jessica. I am the industrial safety engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plane.
I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you?
Great. Our departments work together, but the maintenance chief is charge of directing your department. You'll be responsible to him.
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Sure.
Good job, good job, good job. Next one, Walter is going to be Jessica and Carla is going to be Roxana.
Hi Roxana, welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I am the Industrial Safety Engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant.
I see. I'll be part of maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you?
Great. Our departments work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of directing your department. You'll be responsible to him.
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Sure.
Good. Just remember to link the sound when you say my name is. My name is Jessica. My name is Jessica. Instead of saying my name is Jessica, my name is Jessica. My name is Jessica. And like that. Good. Next one. Carla. You're going to be Jessica. And Osvaldo is going to be Roxana.
Hi, Roxana. Welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I'm the Industrial Safety Engineer. Safety Engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant.
I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. Would I be responsible to you?
Great. Our departments work together, but the maintenance chief is the charge of directing your department. You'll be responsible to him.
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Sure.
Good, 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 good. Just a pronunciation that is safety, 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 safety engineer. Good. Next one. Luis is going to be Jessica and Rodrigo is going to be Roxana.
Hi. Hey, Roxana. Welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I'm in the Industrial Safety Engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant.
I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you?
Great. Our department work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of directing your department. You'll be responsible to him?
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Sure.
Good. Just the pronunciation. It is department, 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 department. And may I call you? May I call you? May I call you if I need help? Good. Next one we'll have, let's see, Natalie is going to be Jessica. And Jaime is going to be Roxana.
Hi, Roxana. Welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I'm the Industrial Safety Engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible for keeping the safety of the plant.
I see. I'll be part of the maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you?
Great. Our department work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of directing your department. You'll be responsible to him.
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Sure.
Good, 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 good. And let's see one more. One more. This is going to be Hazael and who's missing? Hazael and who's missing? Letty. Hazael and Letty. Hazael is going to be Jessica and Letty is going to be Roxana.
Hi, Roxana. Welcome to Rex. My name is Jessica. I am industrial safety engineer.
Thanks, Jessica. Nice to meet you.
My department is responsible to keeping the safe of the plant.
I see. I'll be part of maintenance department. Will I be responsible to you?
Great. Our department great. Our department work together, but the maintenance chief is in charge of direction department. Will be responsible to him.
Thank you, Jessica. May I call you if I need help?
Sure.
Good. Just the pronunciation again. My name. It's not name. It's name with the letter M. So my name is. My name is Jessica. My name is Jessica. My name is Jessica. My name is Jessica. Then the other one is when you say the word department, department. Then maintenance. Good. Now, there are some questions that you have to answer. And number one is going to be, let's see, Luz. Number one. Luz, who is responsible for keeping the safety of the personnel in the plant?
Jessica is the responsible for keeping of the plan.
Okay, good. So Jessica is responsible for keeping the safety in the plant. Good. Let's see another person. Isaac, who is in charge of directing the maintenance personnel?
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Excuse me.
Oh, you were not here.
No.
Okay, let's see another person. Michelle, who is in charge of directing the maintenance personnel?
Is the chef?
Who?
The chef?
The chef. Yes, it is the chef or the maintenance chef, to be more specific, the maintenance chef. Good. Next one, Hector, who is Roxana responsible to?
Maintenance shift too.
Exactly, to the maintenance chef. And the last one, Jocelyn, look at the organizational chart. There you have an organizational chart in the picture. Who are the safety engineer and the maintenance chief responsible to?
Floor manager.
Perfect. They are responsible to the floor manager. So just try to remember that when you say responsible to, you have a person or an area. And when you say responsible for, you're describing your responsibilities. Yes? So that's the little difference between one and another. Now let's see over here. Look at the questions in exercise number 3 in the previous questions that we had, and you have to tell me, what do you use after when you say a verb plus s after preposition for, after that you say responsible for or in charge of, what do you use? Do you use a verb with the s or a verb with ing? When you say, for example, responsible for, in charge of, accountable for, committed to, dedicated to. What do you use? The S in the verb or ing in the verb?
ing.
ing in the verb.
Perfect. You use ing. So you would say, I am responsible for checking exams. Soy responsable de revisar exámenes. In my case, I'm responsible for checking exams. Or I'm in charge of, I'm in charge of checking exams. I'm in charge of checking exams. Yes? Or I'm committed to checking exams. I'm dedicated to checking exams. I'm accountable to checking exams. So those are like responsibilities that you have. When you say, I am responsible for, you are describing a responsibility that you have. The same thing if you say, I am in charge of. The same thing if you say, I am accountable for. The same thing if you say, I am committed to. The same thing that if you say, I am dedicated to. So with all those expressions, the next word or the action that you're going to describe needs to be with the ing form. And you would tell me why. The reason is because when you say for, it's a preposition. And when you say an adjective, like dedicated is an adjective, committed is an adjective. So when you have an adjective, the next word is a preposition. In that case, to is a preposition. So whenever you have a preposition, preposition for, preposition to, preposition in, preposition about, with any kind of prepositions, you always use the ing form. And what is the ing form? The ing form is called gerund. Yes. So you will say, thank you for, and for is a preposition. So you say, thank you for coming. You will never say, thank you for come, or thank you for to come. For to come, for coming. Or I am responsible for to check. I am responsible for checking. Yes. So this is the structure that you have to follow. Now, to say who you report to, you have to use responsible to. As we were saying before, in other words, who your boss is. Or you can say be accountable to. So you can say, I am responsible to, and let's say that Louis is my boss. So I'm going to say, I am responsible to Louis. Or I am accountable to Louis. Yes. When you talk about responsibilities, you use responsible for, in charge of, accountable for, dedicated to, committed to. But when you talk that you are the worker, or let's say inferior to someone else in the position, there you have to use responsible to. But if you're describing an action, responsible for. Yes? So this is what we are going to do right now. We are going to complete some ideas using responsible for, in charge of, accountable for, and the rest. So here you have an organization chart, and you're going to answer some questions about it. For example, question number 1, Elizabeth, can you read it, please? Elizabeth?
Who is responsible for supervise the machine operators?
Good, good. So you're going to see the chart. You're going to use the verb in parentheses in the correct form. And on the right, you have a space. So in that part, you have to write who the person is. Is it a floor manager, financial department, computer department, safety engineer, supervisor? Who is? So Elizabeth?
For super by I don't know.
How will you complete it?
With the verb
Exactly.
ing.
ing, exactly. How is that?
Supervising.
Okay, can you read it?
Who is responsible for supervising the machine operators?
Perfect. So that is a question. Who is responsible for supervising the machine operators? Now let's see the answer according to the chart. Who is responsible for supervising the machine operators?
Is machine operators.
No.
Supervisor.
Exactly, the supervisor. So, who is responsible for preposition? The verb with ing, supervising. So, who is responsible for supervising the machine operators? Now, you go to the chart and you observe machine operators. Who is above the machine operators? The supervisor. So, the answer is the supervisor. Yes? Now, what are you going to do? The same thing that Elizabeth did, but you're going to do it for number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I will give you 5 minutes to complete those exercises using the verb in parentheses in ing, and then you go to the chart and you describe who the person is. So let's complete it right now. You have exactly 5 minutes. All right, let's see the answers. Number 2, Rodrigo, what do you have?
Who is in charge of checking the quality of the products? The quality control inspector.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So who is in charge of checking? So ing, then the quality of the products, and as Rodrigo said, quality control inspector. Good. Number 3, Carla.
Who is responsible for repairing the problems of the machines? The maintenance personnel.
Perfect. So who is responsible for repairing? So repairing, ing, the problems of the machines, and the answer is the maintenance personnel. Good. Number 4, Raul.
Who is accountable for selling the products?
Good. And the answer?
The, the auditor department.
Can you repeat it?
Excuse me?
Can you repeat it?
Auditor.
Who is accountable for selling the products? ¿Quién está a cargo de vender los productos?
What is the meaning of the accountable?
What I said, está responsable, es responsable o es
Okay. In this
a
case,
cargo
is
de.
sales department. Sales
Exactly.
department.
It is the sales department. Yes.
Okay.
When you say who is accountable for, it is the same thing like if you say responsible for. The same thing like if you say in charge of. They have the same meaning.
Okay.
Good. Next one, Isaac.
Who is a charge of assistant ensemblers? The answer is, in this case, ensemblers.
No. Who is in charge of assisting the assemblers? ¿Quién está a cargo de asistir o de ayudar a los ensambladores?
Supervisor.
Oh, supervisors. Good. Next one, Rene, number 6. Who is accountable for?
Who is accountable for managing the whole operation?
Good. Who is accountable for managing the whole operation, the complete operation?
The answer is
Who controls all the operation?
machine operation.
No.
And
Who controls everything?
oh, general manager.
Exactly, the general manager. So the general manager is the person who is accountable for managing the whole operation, all the things working the company or the department working at the company. Good.
What is correct pronunciation? Managing or
Managing.
managing?
The word is manage. Manage is the verb. So you only use the ing, managing.
Managing. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. So as you can see, you always use the verb with ing because you're saying for supervising. For is a preposition, so supervising. In charge of is a preposition, so you use checking. In charge of, checking. For is a preposition, so responsible for repairing. Accountable for selling. In charge of, assisting. Accountable for managing, and like that. Yes, so you always use the ing form. Now I'm going to share with you a video that is related to this topic, so that we are going to watch that video and then we are going to work on something that I will tell you right now. So first of all, here you have the video. I will play it and then we will go to the next part.
Cat English. Today's lesson is on using gerunds after prepositions. My name is Maria and I'll be your teacher today. So let's go ahead and get started. Who is this guy? Look, he's crazy. Well, this guy is my ex, which means he's my ex-boyfriend. Why is he my ex-boyfriend? Well, here are some of my complaints. He never apologized for being late. He wasn't interested in getting married or having kids. And he always complained about not having any friends. So I broke up with him and I found a new boyfriend. Did I make the right choice? Absolutely. This is my new boyfriend, and here are some of the things I like about him. He always thanks me for spending time with him. He is excited about creating a life together. We always look forward to seeing each other. Now, if we notice in both situations, all of our gerunds here come after prepositions. Here are some more lists of when gerunds follow prepositions. First, we have a list of common adjectives and prepositions followed by gerunds. Here, we also have a list of common verbs plus prepositions followed by gerunds. It's a good idea to become familiar with these lists so that you get used to pairing these adjectives or verbs with these prepositions. All right, now that we have an idea of when to use gerunds after prepositions, let's try it out. Answer the following questions using gerunds after prepositions. What are you tired of doing? For me, personally, I'm tired of cleaning my house. Where do you dream about going? Again, for me personally, I dream about going to Morocco. What are you responsible for doing? Just answering for myself, I am responsible for creating lessons. What do you feel like doing this evening? Well, I feel like relaxing this evening, so I think I feel like watching a movie.
All right, now let's see with these examples. First person is gonna be Brian. Brian, what are you tired of doing? What are you tired of doing, like stressed?
I'm tired of cleaning all the stuff that I shop when I go into the supermarket.
Good, good. So I'm tired of cleaning all the stuff or all the things that I buy at the supermarket, he says. Good. Let's see another person. Hector, where do you dream about going after this pandemic? Where do you dream about going?
I dream about going to movie theaters again.
Good, 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 good. Next one. Luz, what are you responsible for doing?
Luz or Luis?
Luz. Luz.
Luz.
I'm responsible for my kid class every day, every morning.
And if you have an action, what is the action?
I'm responsible for attend.
For?
For
For is a preposition, so the next word with ing.
For taking the class with my boy, with my kid.
Good,
I
good.
don't know.
Yes.
Every morning.
Good. So for taking, for attending, for playing, for going, for reading, because in that case, for is a preposition, so you use a gerund.
Okay.
About is a preposition, so you use a gerund. Of is a preposition, so you use a gerund. And in the last one, it is the same thing. There you have feel like, and then you say, but like is a verb. Yes, but in this case, is not a verb. How do you know that it's not a verb? Because the verb is feel. So the next one is a preposition. A preposition is like when you say, this house is like a mansion. This house is like a mansion. So you're saying similar. Yes, but in this case, like is exactly when you say like a mansion, it is a preposition, but the meaning is different when you say feel like. I feel like is like if you say tengo ganas de or se me antoja. Yes, in my case, I feel like going to the beach. Yes, I feel like going to the beach. So I'm going to ask Michelle, what do you feel like doing this evening?
I like feel.
I like feel?
No, I feel like sleeping.
I feel like sleeping. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably you're tired, so good. So I feel like
Yes.
sleeping. Maybe someone else is going to say, oh, I feel like eating pizza. I feel like eating pizza. Yes. It means that you feel the necessity of doing that. Good. Let's continue.
Okay, now that we have an idea of when to use gerunds after prepositions, let's test our knowledge a little bit more with some editing. Correct the mistakes using gerunds after prepositions in the following sentences. We look forward to see you this weekend.
Okay, how do you correct this part? Let's see. Jaime, how do you correct that mistake?
We look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Perfect. To seeing you this weekend. So you use ing. Why? Because look is the verb. Forward to are prepositions. This is a phrasal verb. Look forward to is esperar con ansias. Yes, look forward to. It is one action, but that action is composed of one verb and two prepositions. So look forward to is a phrasal verb. And after phrasal verbs, you need to use gerunds because phrasal verbs are verbs with prepositions. So in that case, we look forward to seeing you, to seeing with ing, to seeing you this weekend. Good. Let's see the next one.
The correct way to say this is, we look forward to seeing you this weekend. The to here is a preposition that is part of the expression look forward to. It is not part of an infinitive to see. So this is actually a very common mistake. So just be careful. You need to look at look forward to as a package of 3 words that go together and are always followed by a gerund. When do you plan on to come?
Okay, let's see next person, Raul. When do you plan on to come? What is the correct way?
I think, when do you plan to coming?
When do you plan on?
On to coming.
Okay, we are going to check the answer.
Well, this is actually another common mistake, and there are two possible ways to correct this. First, when do you plan on coming? On is a preposition commonly paired with the verb plan. So if you decide to use this combination, you need to follow it with a gerund. However, you can simply also say, when do you plan to come?
Okay, so now let's analyze this part. In the first example, when we said we look forward to, remember that I told you that the phrasal verb was look forward to. That was the phrasal verb, the three words, look forward to. In this case, plan, it's only with the preposition on, not with to. So you can say, when do you plan on coming? Plan on is the verb. When do you plan on coming? Or another option, when do you plan to come? Now, this is the topic that you will have tomorrow. And this topic is extremely, extremely, extremely important. And I will tell you this in Spanish. El tema que van a ver mañana es bastante, pero bastante, bastante importante. Porque van a lograr diferenciar por qué algunas veces se dice, por ejemplo, I want to eat y no puede decir I want eating. O no puede decir I want to eating. Entonces mañana van a ver por qué se dice de esa manera o por qué se dice I enjoy playing y no se puede decir jamás I enjoy to play. Entonces todos esos son como reglas que existen para utilizarlo con gerunds o con infinitivos. Ahorita vamos a ver qué es un gerund o un infinitivo como introducción porque mañana tendrían el tema. Un gerund es como que usted diga jugar, comer o bailar. Y un infinitivo es lo mismo, como que usted diga comer, jugar o bailar. Y entonces me va a decir si significan lo mismo, ¿por qué existen? Bueno, en español significan lo mismo, ¿verdad? Pero en inglés existen porque hay verbos que después de esos verbos usted va a ocupar infinitivo. Y hay verbos que después de esos verbos usted va a ocupar un gerundio, un gerund. Entonces ya está establecido después de esto, infinitive. Después de esto, gerund. ¿Sí? Entonces, en una de esas reglas dice que cuando el verbo vaya acompañado de una preposición, o sea, cuando sea un phrasal verb, porque no es un verbo normal, entonces cuando sea un phrasal verb, después de la preposición usted le va a poner el gerund. Entonces, eso dice la regla. Ahora, si nos vamos aquí, look forward to es un phrasal verb. Ese es el phrasal verb. ¿Qué significa look forward to? Esperar con ansias. Ahora, en el caso de plan, el phrasal verb no es plan on to. El phrasal verb es plan on. Ese es el phrasal verb. Entonces usted puede decir, do you plan on coming? Y en ese caso, on es la preposición, entonces después de la preposición ocupa el gerund. Plan on coming. Pero existe la otra posibilidad, y la otra posibilidad es no usando el phrasal verb, sino que usando el verbo normal. ¿Y cuál es el verbo normal? El verbo normal es plan. Y después del verbo plan, usted tiene infinitivo. ¿Qué es infinitivo? Ponerle to y el verbo. Entonces, en ese caso, por eso tiene ahí I plan to come. Porque en ese caso sería un infinitivo, ocupando nada más el verbo plan. ¿Y por qué no le pone el ing? Porque en ese caso, to come To ya no es una preposición del verbo, ¿sí? To es parte del infinitivo que va donde dice come. Ahora, ¿y por qué en el primero sí le puse look forward to seeing? Porque en el primero to era parte del verbo. Ya era parte del verbo. Entonces esa to era una preposición que estaba en el verbo. Entonces allí sí le pongo el ing. Pero en el otro no necesito ponerle el ing. ¿Por qué? Porque el verbo es nada más plan. ¿Sí? Entonces allí I plan to eat with my family this weekend. ¿Sí? Planeo comer con mi familia este fin de semana. Y el otro es usando plan on. Y cuando dicen plan on es la preposición que ya está en el verbo. ¿Por qué? Porque ese es un phrasal verb. ¿Y qué es un phrasal verb? Es un verbo, pero que es un poquito más completo, que tiene un verbo, una preposición, o puede ser un verbo con dos preposiciones. Entonces me va a decir, ¿para qué existen los phrasal verbs? Existen. Es como que usted me dijera, I get up at 6 a.m. Imagínese que usted solo se levanta y se conecta, usted me va a decir, I get up at 6 a.m. Entonces, get up, ustedes ya se lo aprendieron, pero get up es un phrasal verb. ¿Por qué? Porque tienen get, que es el verbo, y tienen up. ¿Qué es up? Es una preposición. Entonces, get, verbo, up, preposición. Get up es solo un verbo en su mente, que es un phrasal verb. Entonces, lo mismo aquí. Look forward to es un phrasal verb y yo ya me lo puedo. Entonces, look forward to, yo sé que ya es un phrasal verb. Y después de los phrasal verbs, porque ellos tienen una preposición, necesita ponerle el ing al verbo que le sigue. Ahora, ¿qué otro ejemplo tendríamos? Al inicio ustedes vieron break up with. Break up with es un phrasal verb. Break up es terminar una relación. Entonces, I break up with, en el pasado, I broke up with my girlfriend yesterday. Entonces, ahí están diciendo break up with. Pero el significado solo es una acción y significa terminar una relación. O cuando ustedes dicen, alguien me estaba preguntando ayer en el WhatsApp, me escribió y me dice, ¿cómo es la expresión que dice usted al final cuando quiere que aplaudamos? Y entonces yo le dije, give it up for, y luego yo menciono el nombre de la persona, give it up for Jaime, give it up for Michelle. Y si está trabajando Jaime con Michelle juntos, yo le voy a hacer, let's give it up for them. Y a ese them ya está reemplazando Michelle y Jaime. Entonces esos son phrasal verbs que se ocupan. Give it up, porque si usted solo dice give up, significa como
Rendirse, rendirse.
dejar de intentar algo, rendirse. Entonces, pero en ese contexto es como rendirse, pero de que lo hizo genial. Entonces, let's give it up for Michelle. Ella lo hizo genial. Rindámonos ante Michelle. Entonces, es como eso. Entonces, esos son phrasal verbs. Y simplemente se van aprendiendo poco a poco. Ustedes van a tener una clase donde van a ver phrasal verbs. Entonces, y en algunas clases como ahorita, poco a poco lo van a ir aprendiendo, ¿verdad? Entonces, si ustedes ven un phrasal verb, después de los phrasal verbs, si tiene una acción, usted le pone el ing. Pero no todos los phrasal verbs van a tener to. En el primer caso fue coincidencia que tenía to, pero la mayoría, el 90%, no tiene to. Tienen nada más una preposición, como en el segundo ejemplo. Plan on. Ese es el phrasal verb. Plan on. Entonces, plan on y después el gerundio. No podría ser plan on to come. ¿Por qué no? Porque el phrasal verb es nada más plan on. Entonces, después de plan on, necesita el gerund, plan on coming. Y ahora, ¿por qué en el segundo dijo plan to come? Porque en el segundo ya ocupó el verbo normal, no ocupó un phrasal verb. Entonces, con el verbo normal, So le pone el infinitivo. ¿Y qué es infinitivo? Poner to come, to play, to read, to go. Yes? So that is the explanation. Now let's continue.
Just remember that plan on its own is a verb that is always followed by an infinitive. So when you use the verb plan, you need to be careful. If you decide to include it with the preposition on, follow it only with the gerund. If you use the verb plan on its own, you need to follow it with the infinitive. He often feels likes washing the car.
Okay, let's see, Jordi. What is the mistake in this sentence?
Feels. Feels
Hmm.
less wash.
The mistake is
To us, feel likes or feels like.
Exactly. The problem here is that remember that I told you that feel like is a verb. But when you say, I feel like dancing tonight, I feel like dancing. It's like if you say, tengo ganas de bailar, I feel like dancing. Pero en ese caso, like no es un verbo. ¿Cómo vas a saber que no es un verbo? Porque uno ya se aprendió ese phrasal verb. Ese es un phrasal verb que está feel like. ¿Y qué significa feel like? Tener ganas de algo, que se le antoja algo. Entonces, I feel like eating pizza. I feel like dancing. I feel like watching a movie. I feel like going to the beach. Entonces, feel like es un phrasal verb. Entonces, cuando ustedes tienen un phrasal verb, recuérdense que el phrasal verb está compuesto por un verbo más una preposición o posiblemente dos preposiciones. Entonces, identifiquemos el verbo aquí. ¿Cuál es el verbo? Feel or like?
Feel.
Feel.
Exacto. El verbo es feel. Entonces, ¿qué es like en este contexto?
Preposition.
Perfect. So it is a preposition. So prepositions don't get the s in the third person. The s in the verb is used, like in the case of feel. So you will say he often feels. And then like washing the car. He feels like washing the car. No likes, because in this case, like is not a verb. In this case, like is a preposition. Yes? So pay attention to that.
The correct way to say this is he often feels like washing the car. Here, like is not a verb. Therefore, do not add an s to like. It's a preposition, so it does not change. Okay, that was our brief lesson on using gerunds after prepositions.
All right, so that was the explanation about using gerunds after prepositions. Do you have any questions about it, guys? No? No. All right, just try to
Teacher,
remember.
I don't understand very well
Mhm.
the difference and feel like on the use with the s, like and likes.
Oh, you cannot say feels likes. It's impossible. Why? Because feel is the verb and like is a preposition. Yes?
Okay.
In that context, the phrasal verb is feel like. That is a
Okay.
phrasal verb. And the phrasal verb, remember, that is one verb with one preposition or one verb with two prepositions. So in that case, like is not working like a verb. In that case, like is similar to a preposition. Yes?
Okay.
So
Okay.
ds, when you have a phrasal verb, ds is in the verb. For example,
Okay.
if I say get up, get is the verb, up is the preposition. So I say I get up at 5:30 a.m. But if I say candy, Candy gets up. Candy gets. Le pongo la S al verbo, no a la preposición, ¿verdad?
Okay.
No podría decir nunca Candy get ups.
Okay.
Or Candy, let's say, Candy count on me. Candy count on me. Candy cuenta conmigo. Candy count on me. No le puedo poner la S a la preposición, le pongo la S al verbo. Entonces, Candy counts on me. Yes, Candy counts on
Teacher,
me. Yes?
Okay. Thank you.
yes is for the third person.
Exactly. When you use the S is only for he, for she, and for it. So if I say, I count on you, I count on you. I don't say I counts. Why? Because the subject is I. And you use the S only when you say he, when you say she, or when you say it. In other words, you use the S in the verb only when you talk about one man that is not you. When you talk about one woman that is not you, if you're a woman. Or when you talk about an object. Yes, in those cases, you're going to use the S. Yes, so if I say, I work, I don't use the S. But if I say Louis works, I use the S. Now, if I say we work, I don't have to use the S. Never. I only say we work, because the S is only when I talk about one man, one woman, or one object. Yes. If I say Jocelyn lives in San Salvador. Jocelyn lives in San Salvador. So I use the S only in the verb because I'm saying Jocelyn, and Jocelyn is she. But if I say Jocelyn and Michelle, I'm not going to say Jocelyn and Michelle lives. I'm going to say Jocelyn and Michelle live. Why? Because I have two people, not one. I have Jocelyn and Michelle. So Jocelyn and Michelle live. If I say only Jocelyn, Jocelyn lives. If I say only Michelle, Michelle lives. But if I say Jocelyn and Michelle, live, not lives. Yes?
Teacher, we must to learn the list of phraseable verbs, no?
Phrasal verbs.
Phraseable verbs. We must to learn to list for recognize to the future this kind of verb, no?
Exactly. So you will see on the screen, they are called phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. Yes, phrasal verbs. Now, and you're true, you must memorize, those verbs. But I consider that it's not like I need to memorize, I will take 20 or 30 or 40 phrasal verbs and I'm going to memorize. No, with the practice, you memorize them, because you didn't know that I get up, you're using a phrasal verb. I wake up and you're using a phrasal verb. I sit down and you're using a phrasal verb. I stand up and you're using a phrasal verb. So sit down, phrasal verb. Sit is the verb, down is a preposition. Stand up, phrasal verb. Stand is a verb, up is the preposition. Or get up, get is the verb, up is the preposition. Wake up, wake is the verb, up is the preposition. So or go out, go out. Go is the verb, out is the preposition. Sometimes you learn the verbs, but you don't realize that they are phrasal verbs. So I consider that that is the best way. Obviously, there is a class, not right now, but I guess it is in basic 5, if I don't make a mistake, or beginner 5. You have a class that is for phrasal verbs. So in that class, you're going to see like a couple of verbs that you have to memorize in that case, because that is the function of the class. But in reality, you learn phrasal verbs like probably in any situations. Like if you want to tell me, how can I say terminé con mi novio ayer? So I would tell you, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend yesterday. Y luego la chica lo repite. Oh, I broke up with my boyfriend yesterday. ¿Sí? Entonces, little by little, poco a poco. Yes? But yes, you have to memorize them, but little by little, little by little. Maybe when you get to advanced, there you will know a lot of phrasal verbs, a lot of phrasal verbs.
Teacher, and
Yes?
can phrasal verb are infinitive form?
Come again?
And can phrasal verb
Mhm.
are infinitive? For example, looking forward
If
is correct. Looking forward?
yes,
No.
yes. The phrasal verbs can be in the present, they can be in the future, they can be in the past. So if the verb, let's say that in the case, the phrasal verb that you're saying is look forward to, that is the phrasal verb. Look forward to, esperar con ansias. And you only memorize that expression is esperar con ansias, look forward to. So if I tell you that in my case, every single day, I look forward to go out not wearing a mask, not wearing a face mask. Yes. So I look forward to, and this is every day. Every day. I look forward to not wearing a face mask every day. Yes. So look forward to. Now, if it is only right now, not every day, I'm going to say I am looking forward to. Yes. So you will say I am looking forward right now. I am looking forward to playing video games. So that is right now. I'm looking forward to playing video games because I want to play video games right now. So that is right now. But in the future, I will look forward to buying a new car. Yes. And yesterday, in the past, I looked forward to having this class. Yes. So you use the past, the present, or the future as you prefer. Now, can you use a phrasal verb after another verb? The answer is it depends on the phrasal verb. Because in the case of look forward to, you cannot use another verb before the phrasal verb. But in the case of get up or stand up or break up with, you can use it. For example, let's say that a girl over here, maybe Michelle or Candy or Elizabeth, they have a boyfriend and they say, no, I don't want to continue with my boyfriend because he's boring. So they say, I want to break up with my boyfriend. I want to break up with my boyfriend. So they are saying, I want, and then to break up with my boyfriend. Why are they using to? Because before they have one, and after one, you always use to. I want to eat. I want to play. I want to study. I want to work. Yes? But let's say that you don't want to use the verb want, that you want to use the verb enjoy. So you would say, I enjoy breaking up with, I don't know, maybe one of the girls over here is going to say this. I enjoy, oops, it is P, no O. I enjoy breaking up with boys. So why are you using breaking up in that case? Because after the verb enjoy, you use gerunds. Yes, and this is the topic that you have tomorrow. So tomorrow you're going to see what the difference between gerunds and infinitive is. Yes, but up to this moment you have to know that after all prepositions about, before, after, for, in, at, on, up, with all prepositions you're going to use gerunds with all prepositions. And also phrasal verbs. Why phrasal verbs? Because phrasal verbs are verbs with prepositions. Yes? So after those prepositions and phrasal verbs, you have to use gerunds. Now, another question. No questions? All right.
No question.
Good. So if you remember, before watching the video, you were completing some exercises. And in those exercises, you were having things like who is responsible for, in charge of, accountable for, or the previous expressions that we had over here. We said responsible for, in charge of, accountable for, committed to, dedicated to. So these expressions are finishing with a preposition. You say responsible for preposition. So then, gerund, I am responsible for sending reports. I am in charge of collecting the money. I am accountable for verifying the process. I am dedicated to planning the classes. So these are words that you're going to use with a gerund next to it. It means that the next verb or the next action has to be with the ing form. Yes, responsible for, responsable, soy responsable de entregar notas. I am responsible for sending scores or delivering scores. I am in charge of, encargado de. I am in charge of sending emails. Estoy encargado de enviar. I am in charge of sending emails. Then I am accountable for, it's the same thing like if you say in charge of or responsible for. I am accountable for verifying process. And the last one, I am dedicated to, estoy dedicado a, or committed to, que tiene prácticamente el mismo significado. I am committed to solving problems. I am dedicated to creating meetings or programming meetings. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to work in the same groups that you have been working from Monday up to today. And I need that you create responsibilities, because when you say I'm responsible for, I'm in charge of, I'm accountable for, I'm committed to, I'm dedicated to, you are describing your responsibilities. Yes, your responsibilities. So if you remember, you created the mission and the vision of the company. You created yesterday the values of the company and you said why. And today you are going to mention that you are part of the company. You will tell the position that you have at the company. You will tell us if you are the general manager, if someone is the auditor, if someone is the floor manager, if someone is the, I don't know, the supervisor, if someone is the, let's say, the truck driver, if someone is the assembler, if someone is the maintenance chief, and like that. So you will tell us your position of the company and your responsibilities. For example, let's say that I'm working with Luz and Letty. I'm working with Luz and Letty, and our company is Speak. So first of all, we mentioned on Monday the mission and the vision of Speak. And yesterday we mentioned the values and the reason why those values are important for our company. And today we are going to talk about our positions in the company and our responsibilities. So in our company, Luz is the general manager. She is in charge of directing all the programs related to the company. She is responsible for creating meetings or programming or scheduling meetings. And she's also accountable for planning strategies for the company. And then Luz is going to say, okay, now I'm going to tell you about Letty. Letty is the supervisor. She is in charge of supervising the personnel in our company. She is responsible for sending reports after every observation, and she is dedicated to giving feedback to personnel to improve. Yes? And then Letty is going to describe my position and my responsibility. And now Letty will say, okay, so I'm going to tell you about Juan. Juan is the truck driver. He is responsible for transporting or carrying the products from the store to the house of the customers. Yes. He is also committed to driving in a good way. And he is accountable for delivering the bills. And also, he is in charge of checking that the car is in good conditions or that the truck is in good conditions. Yes? So this is what you're going to do right now. You're going to work with the same people you have been working with, and you have to describe responsibilities that each person has, positions and responsibilities. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So just try to remind me who you were working with. Let's see, we have some of you had 3 and some of you had 4 students. So let's see. One by one, I will ask you who your members were. Brian, who were you working with?
With Asael and Osvaldo.
Okay, Asael, Osvaldo. Where's Osvaldo? Here. Okay, so that's the first group. Next one. Carlos Asensio, who were you working with?
With Michelle and with Candy.
Michelle and Candy. Okay. Next one, Elizabeth.
With Natalie and Letty.
Natalie and
Letty.
Good. Next one, Jordi.
With Rodrigo and Jaime.
Rodrigo and Jaime. Good. Next one, Hector.
Luis y Walter.
Luis and Walter. Isaac.
With Raúl and Jocelyn.
Okay, Raúl and Jocelyn. So the last one is Carla, Luz, René.
Yes.
Yes. And Jose.
And Jose, but Jose, I don't know what happened to him because he left. So you're going to work, you 3. So What you have to do, remember, is to tell the position at the company that you have and your responsibilities. So, for example, Carla is going to describe Louis' position, Louis' position and responsibilities. Luz is going to describe Rene's position and responsibilities, and Rene is going to describe Carla's position and responsibility. So you will have exactly 10 minutes to finish this activity. So you have to enter right now. Enter, guys. Candy?
Or own our change. For example, general manager, the accountable, the chief, how do you say? The purchasing chief, the marketing chief.
Do you remember that we have delivering service?
Oh yeah.
Maybe we create delivery chief. Delivery chief.
Yes.
The delivery chief is in charge of the more, how do you say, the person who deliver the motorcycle?
Delivery guy.
Delivery guy.
Delivery guy or delivery man.
Delivery man. Okay. So what do you think we create that charge? Delivery chief is in charge of delivery men the and
Hi, Leti.
Hi, teacher, sorry, me voy a conectar por el teléfono.
Okay.
Es que tengo una cita a las 8, entonces para no perder, voy a ir conectada aquí. Quizá me voy a salir de la reunión chiquita y me puede volver a ingresar, por favor.
Exacto.
Bye. Ya regreso, niñas. Mamá. Listo, ya me salí de la compu.
Okay. You can enter now.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a question. Carlos is a pilot. I don't know what is the pronunciation.
Carlos is a
pilot or
pilot.
Pilot. A pilot.
A pilot for airplane.
Piloto. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, then it's pilot.
Pilot.
Yes.
I think pilot is the market.
No, that is marketer.
The marker, sorry.
That is marker. Pilot is the profession.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Pilot.
Oh, yeah, because you are Avianca.
Avian. Yeah.
Good. So you can describe Carlos is in charge of flying airplanes. He is responsible for checking that the control is in good condition.
Teacher.
Yes.
And say Driving or pilot.
Flying.
Como para manejar
Fly.
Flying.
Yes, you fly a plane.
Flying. Okay. Flying.
Drive is like this.
Yeah.
So for a motorcycle, for example, you're not going to say drive a motorcycle. You ride a motorcycle. You drive a car, a taxi, a truck, a bus, a train, but you fly an airplane. Fly.
Okay.
Feeling
The
in the
products
mhm,
in all countries.
mhm.
Also is
Improves, mejorar. And hirings with S. Teacher?
No.
Dedicated to improve. You don't use the S in that case because you only say to improve. To improve. Dedicated to. You don't use the S. Improving.
Improving revenues and hiring employees.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And
Okay.
probably at the beginning, you can say responsible of coordinating the whole operation. Responsible for instead of and then coordinating.
It's for.
Responsible for and then the verb.
Okay.
Coordinating the whole operation just to practice. Good, guys.
The whole operation.
Good, because you have a record so that you can have an idea on how to create the presentation by Friday. Good.
I don't know, especially how to spell that. Especially is right? You are talking on mute.
Oops, sorry. Use I instead of E.
What is special?
No.
Spell, please.
P.
Spell especially.
SP.
SP.
E. C.
C.
I. A. L. Y. L.
Special. Okay. Dedicated to improving revenues.
Double L.
Double L.
Dedicated to improving revenues and hiring employees. Accountable to cost operation control or to controlling.
Is it accountable to or accountable for?
That's for.
Accountable for, and then the action.
Okay.
Accountable for keeping or checking or verifying. With two descriptions for the responsibilities is okay, because you have only 5 minutes.
Checking
to finish.
cost operation.
Okay, the next chart.
Maintains staff by recruiting, selecting, and training employees and developing personal growth opportunity.
Ah, está bien, similar a lo que encontré. ¿Mm?
¿Cuál podríamos describir para poderlo?
Algo en general, tal vez puede ser manage human and material resource.
Manage human and
Material resource.
resource. What is resource?
Serían como recursos.
Recursos, okay. Manage human and material resource
Increase the production standard.
and create.
Increase.
No, increase.
Increase.
Mhm.
Increase. ¿Cómo
The
se escribe?
product.
Increase.
Increase. Increase. Mhm.
The production.
The production.
Standard and reduce waste.
Standards.
No, hasta ahí. The standard production.
Okay.
Just the pronunciation is production.
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 Okay. Thanks.
Normalmente recomienda, he recommends to customers, or he recommends preferred dishes, or he recommends a specialty of the day.
Committed.
Pero no es un verbo.
He taking
es
form.
un partial.
He's responsible for recommending. It could be. He's responsible.
Teacher.
Yes.
¿Cómo se dice? Committed.
Committed.
Good.
He responsible to recommending the offer of the day.
Responsible to or responsible for?
Responsibility to recommending.
No. Responsible for. Remember that responsible to
yeah.
is a person.
Yes, because it's action, right?
Exactly.
Enough coins for charge. Okay.
Charge.
We always going to do an introduction, right?
Yeah, little introduction.
Little intro.
Our company is this, and we have values, mission and vision, and today our responsibilities.
Okay, that's okay.
Entonces.
Okay.
Voy a poner distinto. Voy a poner he's responsible to all of the waitress. O sea, para usar los dos. ¿No? O sea,
ok. Pero no, sería al revés. Waiters are responsible to.
Sí, tiene razón.
Responsible to main waiter, or you say the name Walter.
Do you finish, guys?
Hello.
Do you finish?
Yeah, we are practicing.
Yes. Good.
a question. The exercise is speak about our responsibility, or we speak about, for example, Jocelyn's responsibilities.
Exactly like that. You will describe another person's responsibility.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
So let's check.
All right, guys. Well, as you know, now it's time for you to tell us your classmates' responsibilities. So, for example, if the group was composed by Jaime, Rodrigo, and Jordi, probably Jordi is going to describe Jaime's responsibility. Maybe Jaime is going to describe Rodrigo's responsibility, and Rodrigo is going to describe Jordi's responsibility. So you will go describing one of your classmates' responsibility. Yes? So let's get started. So first group is going to be, let's see, Rene. Who do you work with?
I work with Luz and Carla.
All right, so Luz, Carla, and Rene, you can start. 1, 2, go.
Hello, good morning. In this case, our company is Coca-Cola, and we have a 3 position and different responsible. The first person is Luz Enrique. She is a commercial chief, and his responsible is create marketing strategies, analyze the competition, and understands the old customers.
Renee is a supervisor in our company and is responsible for managing human and personal resources, increase the production standard, and training motivation the staff.
And Carla is a general manager and responsible is in charge of the coordination or the activity of the company and to supervise the performance of the employees and control budget and resulting in the general objectives. Objectives, sorry.
Okay, good. Let's give it up for them. Probably for the presentation that you have on Friday, just try to make it a little bit simple and you only say, I'm going to tell you about Jocelyn. Jocelyn is the general manager. She is in charge of, and then you describe the actions. Yes, she's in charge of checking this, and this, following the process, sending emails, this, and this. Just like the position and 3 descriptions, let's say, or responsibilities that the person has. Good. Next one, Michelle, who were you working with?
With Carlos and Candy.
Okay, so Carlos and Candy. 1, 2, go.
Good day. We're going to talking about the responsibilities of our company, Avianca. We're going to start with Candy Villacorda, who is the process manager. She is the responsible of supervising the correct function of all internal process. Candy is in charge of managing the computer department and quality control. Also, Candy is accountable of developing all the new ideas of the company.
Good.
Candy,
Candy,
the microphone.
Sorry.
I talk about Michelle. Michelle is the maintenance manager. Uh, she reports directly to general manager, and she is responsible for the daily supervision of maintenance personnel and supervisors. It is also chairs the preventive maintenance and quality control. Michelle's main function is to work for the good operation of the airplanes.
Okay, and finally, I present the best pilot of the company is Carlos. He is dedicated to flying the airplane. He is responsible to checking the control of the airplane. Also, he is charged of communicating with the air traffic control tower, and he is accountable for checking the weather during the flight. Thank you.
Good, good, good. Yes, good. Just the pronunciation is maintenance, 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 and just check the preposition that is next to the word because responsible for and an action, responsible for and the action. And the other thing is that try to use more those words for responsibilities. Responsible for, instead of only saying she coordinates, it's better if you say she's in charge of coordinating, just to practice. Yes, good. Now, next one, Osvaldo, who were you working with?
I working with Brian and Hazael.
Okay, so Brian and Hassan, 1, 2, go.
Okay, thank you, teacher. We are presenting our responsibles of the Cafe Fulano shop. And I presenting to Asael. He's accounting manager. He's responsible for keeping the accounting records in the best way to provide compliance of the country law.
Okay, and now I'm going to present to Brian. Brian is the purchasing manager. He's dedicated. He is the dedicated of purchasing coffee grains and ensure its quality. He is, he is responsible for keeping the stores with all necessary ingredients.
I'm going present Osvaldo, chair of delivery manager, responsibility of delivery department. Details are done in 99% in time.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, good. So just try to remember the pronunciation. It is in charge of, in charge of. But you don't say only Brian in charge of. Brian is in charge of, and like that. Or Brian is responsible for, and like that. Yes, responsible for, responsible for. Good. So let's give it up for them. Next one, Luis.
Okay, I'm working with Hector and Walter.
All right. 1, 2, go.
Hi, everybody. We are working with Típicos Margot. Today we are going to be responsibilities inside Típicos Margot, and I'm going to talk you about Luis. Luis is the cashier. Luis is responsible for receiving payment from customers. Also keeping enough coins for change. He is in charge too of closing the day in the cashier machine.
Hi, my name is Luis. want to introduce Walter to yours. Walter is the main waitress for on Típicos Margot. He is responsible for attending orders for customers. He is dedicated of solving important problems with main customers. The rest of the waitress are responsible to Walter.
I'm presenting Hector. Hector is our master chef, and he is in charge of the kitchen and dedicated to checking the quality of the food. He is committed to creating new dishes.
Good, 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 good. Now let's see things that you can improve. Just the preposition. Pay attention to the preposition for, preposition to. And the other one is that when it is a man, it's not a waitress. A waitress is a girl. A man is waiter, a waiter. Just that.
I'm sorry, Walter.
No problem. Good. So now let's give it up for them. Next one, Isaac. Who were you working with?
With Jocelyn and Raul.
Jocelyn and Raul. Okay, 1, 2, go.
Okay, we are talking about the position and responsibility in Diana. Raul is CFO. He has the responsibility of leading department, the accounting, administration, treasury, purchasing, and financial planning. Also, take care of the finance of the company. This implies ensuring revenue, making efficiency costs and expenses. Next, Jocelyn.
Good morning. I will talking about the position of Isaac. He is a production manager. Isaac will responsible for organizing and controlling the production process in a factory and make sure that products are made to the correct specifications, ready on time and within budget.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I want to speak about the sales manager position. The sales manager is Jocelyn. She is in charge of designing and implementing a strategic sales plan that expands the company, identify emerging markets, aware of new product and competition status, managing recruiting, objectives setting, coaching and performance monitoring of sales representatives. That's it.
Good job. So let's give it up for them. Good. Now just try to remember that the presentation is on Friday. So you will do exactly the 3 things that you did on Monday, yesterday, and today. Same things. Create the mission, vision of the company, describe the kind of service that your company offers, then the values of the company and the reason why they are important, and responsibilities for each member of the company. Yes, so that's what you have for the presentation. Now there is a homework. In that homework, you're going to find it in Semana 1. It says Foro Evaluado. So you go to Foro Evaluado and it says, answer the following question describing 3 purposes. Responde la siguiente pregunta describiendo 3 razones o propósitos. Why are you studying English? Why are you studying English? Y aquí podemos ver que Brian ya lo completó. Entonces, dice, my 3 purposes to study English. Número 1, ¿por qué está estudiando inglés? To improve my communication skills, para mejorar mi comunicación. To get better chances, tener mejores oportunidades. To get new knowledge, tener nuevo conocimiento. Para tener nuevo conocimiento, para obtener mejores oportunidades, para mejorar y el resto. Entonces todo eso, ustedes van a escribir 3 razones por las que están estudiando inglés. Comiencen siempre con infinitivo, para, y tal cosa. Yes. Now, attendance to finish. Isaac Aguillón.
Present.
Good. Hazael Alfaro.
Present.
Rodrigo Alfaro.
He has a meeting in this moment.
Ay, it's true. Él está en la reunión ahorita, pero sí estuvo en clase. Carlos Asensio.
Present.
Osvaldo Cáceres.
Present.
Elizabeth Castro.
Present.
Jordi Castro.
Present.
Natalie Dubón.
Present.
René Gutiérrez.
Present.
Luz Enríquez. Luz Enríquez.
Present.
Luis Liotti.
Present.
José Márquez. José Márquez. Bueno, estuvo en reunión, pero... Leticia Orellana. Leti.
Present.
Good. Jocelyn Ramos.
Present.
Raúl Reynosa.
Present.
Jaime Rivas.
Present.
Carla Rodríguez.
Present.
Héctor Ruiz.
Present.
Walter Sánchez.
Present.
Michelle Valiente.
Present.
Candy Corina.
Present.
Y Brian Villanta, que está presente. So that's all for now, guys. I hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you for being there and be responsible. Have a good day.
Have a nice
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you.